I joined the foreign service, Jamaica is my first posting. Before I worked in a national oil company, and I worked in Kazakhstan, and I studied in US and Russia. And I found working for for the ministry is very fun, very diverse, very dynamic, because the embassy is like a small Korean government, and you have to be expert on many issues, not only law, but including politics, economy, ODA, consular service, international organization. And it's a lot of work, but I'm really enjoying it.
Excellent. So can you please share with us the basic requirements for joining the Korean Foreign Service?
After bachelor or master degree, you can take the national diplomatic exam and pass it, and you start working at a foreign services. Or you can be a PhD holder or a lawyer or a doctor like me, and join the foreign services.
So in which case, if you have a higher degree, like a doctorate degree, you don't need to take the exams. Right?
Yes, because as the world is getting more and more globalized, you need more and more experts on specialty areas like law, tax, or international organizations. So they're trying to hire more and more higher degree holders.
What is the established posting circle of Korean diplomats?
I would say the D3 plus 3. So after I finish my posting here, after 3 years, I would go back to headquarters and stay there for 3 years and be reposted.
So reposted probably to another region, not Caribbean.
Could be yes, because I speak both English and Russian. I could be posted to English-speaking countries or Russian-speaking countries, but definitely not Arabic or Spanish or French-speaking countries.
Now, Sophia, before you joined the foreign service, you had worked in an oil company, and you worked in Kazakhstan from 2015 to 2017. How was life in Kazakhstan?
I enjoyed working there because I love the dynamics of big oil projects, and I was in charge of 2 big oil projects, and I successfully completed it. And it was a very successful career for me and for the company. And because I speak Russian and I'm very familiar with CIA countries, I enjoyed working there, and my kids enjoyed school and living there. They had lots of friends, and we still miss Kazakhstan a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So in other words, there are just significant differences in the socio-cultural life in Kazakhstan vis-a-vis South Korea.
I would say because of the ethnicity of Kazakhstan is very similar to that of Korea. We are both from Asian ethnicity, and we share some similar cultures like admiring and respecting elders, and it was very easy for me to getting adjusted to Kazakhstani culture.
Do you have any specific memorable moments that you'd like to share with us? I mean, when you were in Kazakhstan, there are just 1 or 2 memorable events that you'd like to share with us.
I love CIS culture, all the CIS country culture, including Russia and Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and even my honeymoon place was Russia, and I really enjoyed it, even though it was minus 20 degrees. And unfortunately, I don't speak Kazakhstan language, but they speak Russian. So I enjoyed a lot, enjoying the Kazakhstani culture and mixed Russian culture there in Kazakhstan.
So you were in Kazakhstan with your kids, right?
Yes.
Did they have any difficulty adapting to the society?
I would say kids will always have difficulties in moving from country to country, but the school, Kazakhstan school there was an excellent with very kind principal, and she was consulting with me every day on kids issues. So I feel much blessed in Kazakhstan.
You also studied in Russia, right? What do you have to share with us about social life in Russia?
Because I majored in Russian and Russian literature, I love Russian culture. I love Russian literature. One of my favorite Russian writer is Nabokov, who wrote Novel Lolita.
Right.
And I love Russian culture, including ballet and opera. And it was so much fun enjoying the classical culture in Russia. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. How about right? The weather was never a problem to you.
I love Siberian cold winter, and we actually enjoyed our cold honeymoon in Moscow in October. And it was very cold, but I really like winter, the snow, snowboarding, skiing. So sometimes I feel the Jamaican weather here is a little bit challenging for me, but I guess you're enjoying it. It's not very different from your country, I guess.
No. Jamaican weather is just like African weather, sub-Saharan.
Good for you.
Very nice, not too hot and not too cold. But then, for somebody like you coming from very cold weather, you probably have challenge, adjusting to the weather here.
Well, I think because Russia has 4 seasons, like Kazakhstan and Korea has 4 seasons. So we have the summer and winter, fall and spring, but in Jamaica it's always summer. So I was on sick leave last year, and you and your friend, the Russian diplomat, I would say, were visiting me during my sick leave, and I still feel very grateful because last time I had a very much hard time, and now I think the opportunities in process is completed.
Yeah. Apart from the weather, you've been in Jamaica now for almost a year. Apart from the weather, what has been your other experience?
Apart from weather and the different working style, I love sightseeing. I love traveling. For example, Montego Bay here is one of my favorite places, and my cousin Nancy is building a homeless center for homeless people, Jamaican homeless people, and I'm assisting her. And I've been to some other tourist regions like Ocho Rios. It's a very welcoming city if you once visited. And I've been to Mandeville, a very cool inner city on high mountains. They have the tastiest apples in Jamaica. You should try it.
Yeah. No, what about the cuisines? What's your favorite Jamaican cuisine?
I love jerk chicken, and I love even more jerk pork. And one of my favorite food in Jamaica is called festival. Short version is pasta. It's made of flour and it's very greasy, but gives you a lot of energy in this hot weather, and it's very, very helpful. You should try it.
How about Jamaican rum?
Oh, my favorite ice cream flavor is rum and raisin. And I should mention the Devon House ice cream is world best ice cream. And I would recommend definitely the rum and raisin flavor to you.
Now, I want to ask you one question in 4 parts. You are in South Korea. You've been to Russia. You've served, though not in a diplomatic position, in Kazakhstan. You are now in Jamaica. If you are to advise a diplomat going to South Korea first, what would be your advice to that?
I would say because not many South Koreans speak fluent English, I would recommend that learning Korean would be an asset, at least basic Korean. And for other postings also, if you're posted to Russian-speaking countries, I would say speaking that language of that country would be an asset.
Finally, Jamaica is known for good reggae music. Who is your favorite Jamaican musician?
Of course, everybody would say Bob Marley, but I was not aware of Bob Marley before I got here. So my husband, he bought Bob Marley's t-shirt for me, and I was wearing it all around this year.
Thanks, Sophia, for coming on this program. I wish you a successful completion of your duty tour. while in Jamaica. Thanks again.
Thank you for inviting me to my favorite place in Jamaica.